A new study indicates North Dakota farmers are getting older and more prosperous. The increased prosperity comes mostly from running larger operations. North Dakota State University conducted a study that shows the median net income of North Dakota farms rose to $174,000. 10 years ago, it was only $28,000. Total farm assets more than doubled to $1.12 million, while total liabilities increased by only 54% to $442,000. The median age of North Dakota farmers has increased to 47, up from 44 10 years ago. The median size of North Dakota farms increased less than 4% over the decade and is now 2,010 acres. 2 North Dakota high school tournaments have been moved due to flooding around the state. The North Dakota High School Activities Association is moving the state volleyball tournament from Minot to the Fargo Dome. The tournament is scheduled for November 17th through the 19th and will include both Class A and Class B teams. The state cross-country meet has also been moved to Fargo. It will be held at the Rose Creek Golf Course on October 22nd. The meet was originally going to take place in Valley City. A Grand Forks police officer was injured Sunday morning when an SUV ran a stop sign and collided with the officer's squad car, causing it to run into a house. Officer Tim Shue was driving the car when it was struck in the passenger side. He was transported to a local hospital and released later in the day. The driver of the SUV was cited for running the stop sign. The house that Officer Shue's squad car hit incurred little damage. In fact, the 3 people in the house slept through the entire incident. Governor Jack Dalrymple has ordered all government agencies across the state to fly the state and U.S. flag at half-staff tomorrow to honor a Burleigh County deputy who died in the line of duty. 39-year-old Brian Sleeper died September 28th while assisting in an arrest. His funeral is tomorrow. The preliminary autopsy results indicate Sleeper suffered a heart attack. In Israel earlier this morning, a mosque was set on fire in the Arab village of Galilee. The walls were also defaced with Hebrew graffiti. It is suspected the perpetrators were Jewish extremists. A local spokesman for the police said the damage was serious. Several hours later, 200 villagers began to march from the village where the incident occurred. The police used tear gas to control the crowd, which was throwing stones and burning tires onto the road. Ehud Barak, the defense minister, said that the criminals who committed the acts were hoping to upset the Jewish-Arab relations. As of 12 hours after the fires were started, no arrests had been made. This act of arson is one of many on mosques in West Bank villages in the last several months. Well, weather-wise, the last few days have been beautiful. It's always nice to have temperatures in the 70s in October. Jessica Gulseth can tell us if we can expect more of the same. Jessica?
Thanks. Welcome back, Jamestown. It turned out to be a very nice weekend, like Kaleb said. Today we saw a high of 81 degrees, and tonight will be partly cloudy with a low around 53 degrees. Tomorrow will be hot. It will be sunny with a high of 82. Tomorrow night will cool down slightly to a low of 58 degrees. Wednesday again in the low 80s with a little wind. Thursday a few degrees cooler than Tuesday, and Wednesday as we see a high in the upper 70s. Friday night looks like a good Friday as we could see a high near 77 degrees. That is your first look of the weather this week, and it's looking pretty good. Now back to you, Kaleb.
Thanks, Jessica. This weekend, the Jimmy football team lost 21-10 to Valley City. A very shaky start and a ragged offensive performance by the Jimmies was too much to overcome against the 23rd ranked Vikings Saturday afternoon at Locken Field. In the first quarter alone, the Jimmies had 2 bad snaps on punts and another botched snap on a field goal. The Jimmies beat the Vikings 5 straight times in pass games, but VCSU had its best team in years, so the Jimmies were unable to get a victory. Men's soccer beat Rocky Mountain College yesterday 2-1. Dominic O'Connor scored on a penalty kick and assisted a goal made by Mikey White. Overall, the Jimmies had 10 shots on goal. The men are now 6-4. The women's soccer team lost to Rocky Mountain College yesterday 0-6. Kayla Bile had 10 saves. The women are now 4-7 with 1 tie. On Friday, the Jimmy volleyball team won their match against Minot State University in a 5-game thriller. The Jimmies dropped the second and third games but persevered for the victory. Heather Brown had 12 kills, Jada Micklejohn had 25 assists, and Katie Lee had 17 digs to lead the Jimmies. On Saturday, the volleyball team played 4 games against Dakota Wesleyan. Emily Schuta had 13 kills, Jada Micklejohn had 21 assists, and Katie Lee had 16 digs. The Jimmies had a rematch with Minot State University today in Minot. That's the news for October 3rd, 2011. I'm Kaleb Hruby. Please join us again tomorrow when we'll once again connect the campus with the community.